As cases of coronavirus spiked at the beginning of the new year, so did hospitalizations. Hospitals across Central Florida saw the number of COVID patients increase and the number of available beds decrease. That has had significant impacts on not only hospital staff and patients, but on people like Shawnee Singletary.
I got a call this morning that they don't have enough bed availability at the hospital, so he's not able to do any outpatient procedures.
Shawnee has lived with a chronic illness for decades. This month, she says she was supposed to have surgery to fix a serious condition that causes her arms and hands to swell. But that all changed when her doctor called.
His exact words were that the hospital's full of COVID.
Shawnee says her doctor told her that due to the influx of COVID patients, not only would he not be able to schedule her surgery right now, but he didn't know when he would be able to.
As of now, it's put off. He really couldn't give me a date as to when we'll be able to do it.
At the beginning of this pandemic, hospitals were told they were not allowed to do non-emergency procedures in an attempt to make sure there were beds available for coronavirus patients. That mandate by the state was discontinued long ago, but now with hospitalizations increasing, some hospitals are having to again change procedure. Shawnee says in her years of needing medical treatment, she's never experienced anything like this.
This is the first time in this 30 years that I've really had a fear that I may not be able to get the care that I need.
All she can do now is sit and wait and hope her condition doesn't get worse.
I kind of have to count on myself to take my blood pressure and, really be aware of what my body's telling me.
Now, Shawnee told me she really just wanted to share her story to remind people that there are people like her out there. It's not just coronavirus patients and hospital staff that are affected by this increase in hospitalizations. She also pleaded with people to do what you can to slow the spread of the virus, to help everybody out, and that includes wearing masks, of course, and social distancing. In Orange County, I'm Kelsey Thorid, WESH 2 News.